Hello, y'all, and Happy New Year to everybody out there in the nation and in the world. This is Charles Taylor, and it is time to breathe again on the latest breath of fresh air, Shorty. So, there's a couple of things, or at least a couple of things, I wanted to discuss as we bring in 2024. And the first item I want to discuss with you, the viewer and the listener, is the college football playoff. It is finally here after going through a lot of the bowl season where you saw a lot of blowouts and players opting out for the NFL draft and transfer portal raiding players and coaches going everywhere. And that's always the case when it comes to bowl season. It's always a mixed bag of new players getting an opportunity to show what they can do because the other guys who had been starting throughout the season either opted out or they left for the transfer portal, graduated, whatever the case. But they're not there with the teams, or at least not playing in the game. Some of them actually be on the sideline, but they're not playing for whatever reason. But now the two playoff games, and of course this will be upgraded starting next season when it goes to 12 teams. But you have the semifinals of the national championship, whatever you want to call it, but it's the college football playoff, and you have two games coming up tonight or this evening where you have Alabama playing Michigan in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, and you have Texas, hook 'em horns, playing Washington in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. So let's start with the Rose Bowl with Alabama and Michigan. This is going to be a one of those heavyweight battles. These are two teams who love to impose their will on each other, who want to be physical at the point of attack. Uh, with Alabama, you know the story with them. They're led by Nick Saban. They have won 6 national championships since Saban has been there, and they are always in the running, no matter what the situation is. And here they are again, whether people like it or not. We can debate if you want about whether or not Florida State should have been in over them, but hey, the committee chose Alabama. That's what we have in front of us, and Alabama looks they look solid. They look like they started peaking throughout the year. After the loss to Texas in the second week of the season, you could start to see a gradual incline of their team in general. Defense was getting better. They were shoring up the holes in the secondary. People weren't running as free in their secondary as what Texas was able to display. And the line started playing better, getting pressure, bringing heavy pressure on numerous quarterbacks. On the offensive side, Jalen Milrow developed into a guy who is your true dual threat. We all knew he could run the ball and break the pocket and get big runs for contain, but you started to see the development of the passing, the pocket presence, the going through the reads, and now that makes their offense really, really lethal. They're running the ball well, and the offensive line, which is the biggest improvement, is starting to maul people. So Alabama looks like they are peaking at the right time. On the other side, you have Michigan, who, in a lot of people's estimations, they have been the best team all year. Um, I don't necessarily feel that way because the Big Ten conference is not that good. But Michigan took care of their business. They had the big win over Ohio State in that rivalry game, and they won the Big Ten, and here they are. So with Michigan, you want to see it before you believe it. What I mean by that is they have been in the college football playoff the last couple of seasons and have been bounced out in the semifinal round. 2 years ago, they were throttled by Georgia in the Orange Bowl, and then they were beaten pretty soundly by TCU in the Fiesta Bowl. Now here they are. They have the Michigan versus everybody chant going. They have come under fire for sign stealing. People are coming after Jim Harbaugh, their head coach. He's back for this game, and Michigan is coming in with a chip on their shoulder. So, with all that in consideration, I think this will be a very close game. It wouldn't surprise me either way which team wins, but I'm going to pick Alabama in a close one. I think they'll win 27-21. I think the defenses will show up in this game. I don't see any points explosions happening, uh, but I think Alabama and Jalen Milroe will be the difference. The reason why I say that Jalen Milroe will be the difference is because both teams play good defense. Both teams can run the ball very well. So what I think it will come down to is which quarterback can make the most plays, and I think Milroe will make more plays than J.J. McCarthy will for Michigan. So again, Alabama 27-21, and they will go on to face the winner of the Sugar Bowl between Texas and Washington. So you got Texas. You know I'm partial to Texas. You know I'm not gonna hide that bias. But Texas has come a long way, and winning the Big 12 conference, I think they are officially back. You remember how that was when everybody wants to say, Texas is back, Texas is back. They're not back, or they weren't back. Never was, never really was close. But here they are getting their first taste of the college football playoff. Their offense is explosive. When you talk about what Quinn Ewers can do, they got good running backs with Baxter and Keelan Robinson. Um, the receivers with Xavier Worthy and Adonai Mitchell, the Georgia transfer. Thank you, Patrick, for that. And then on defense, you got the big interior lineman in there with Devontae Sweat and Byron Murphy, the linebackers, Jalen Ford and Anthony Hill. It is a team that has come a long way. They've grown as well as they've gone along in this season, finding different ways to win games, whether it's through special teams, through defensive stops, opportunistic turnovers. Texas looks like a well-rounded team. And on the other side, you have Washington, who has an explosive offense led by Michael Penix, Spinix, as I like to call him. But he has receivers to launch the ball to. You have the running back Johnson, who provides a good balance for them, and their defense is underrated under the head coach Caleb DeBoer. So Washington has a lot of weapons, and if Texas is not able to get pressure on Penix, then it's going to be a long day for the secondary. But I believe Texas will be able to get some pressure. They will be able to disrupt that offense a little bit. And I got this game a little bit higher scoring than the Rose Bowl with Alabama and Michigan. I'm going to go Texas 33-27 here. It could be 33-30. And again, Washington, if they do win, I wouldn't be surprised to see that either. So um, I'm riding with the horns. I am here. It's been a long time coming for this program, and I think they are finally at the point where they can reload instead of rebuild as they get ready to head into the SEC next season. So, I do have Alabama and Texas playing each other in the national championship game, and that will be in Houston this year. And I got Texas winning it all. I sure do. Hook 'em horns, hook 'em horns, hook 'em horns. And you talk about being back. Damn it, Texas is back. So I do have my Longhorns winning the national championship. Now, before I move on to the other item, I do want to say it would not surprise me at all if any of these teams win. I think all four of these teams have a legit shot of winning the national championship, and whichever team comes out on top, I would it wouldn't surprise me. I would be um, definitely. I think this is one of those playoffs where there's not a team that looks dominant. There's not a team that really has a advantage over the other. These are four pretty close bunched together teams, and all four of them are capable of hoisting this college football or the CFP national championship trophy. But I'm picking Texas. Hook 'em horns. Let's get it. All right. So before I get out, let's get to that other item, which is the state of BOFA, the state of the Breath of Fresh Air webcast and the blog. Now, I want to say this. This is the year 2024 where I think this could be the year. I know I've been saying it for a while, but because of what has transpired within my life and even in Patrick's life, um, this is the year where I think we are built for it, we're ready for it, and the next steps are right there to be taken. So, with that in mind, look for the live webcast to come back around mid January. Look for that. If there are any adjustments, of course, I will come on here and I will let you know. But as we sit here right now on January 1st, look for the live webcast to be back in mid to late January. Um, Everything I've been going through is starting to come to fruition in terms of foundational building, growth within my life, and we will share that during the shows as part of the journeys that we've been going through back in 2023 to help us get to this point. And we think this is the time where you're going to see us at our best. With everything well rounded, with everything grounded, and I think you'll see it just how everything starts to show as y'all are watching this show. Um, we want to bring in more interviews. So I'm gonna be reaching out to uh, different people and through all genres, whether it's sports, whether it's politics, whether it's psychology, whether it is business, entertainment, whatever the case. I'll be reaching out to all these different people to see if they want to come onto the show and discuss things. Now, of course, as y'all know, this is a primarily sports show, but there are so many of these factors that intercept now or intertwine with each other. So I feel it's a disservice if we don't discuss these other things and talk about the mentality of getting to where you want to be when it comes to building whatever it is. So look for more interviews on there. There'll be more shorts, more reels as we start to dive into some of these social medias a little bit more. YouTube, of course, Facebook, Twitch, maybe even TikTok. We might get into there as well. So there's going to be a lot of different additions that is added to this webcast, and I hope you guys stay with us to check it out and see what we can do with it. With that, that is what I am breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all hit the smash that subscribe button on the BOFA YouTube channel and follow the BOFA Facebook page. Everyone take care. Once again, Happy New Year. And of course, your feedback is always encouraged. Until then, take care and be safe. And we will talk soon. All right. Take care.